still clinking in the glass. By the time I make it out to the porch, something about that first cold sip wakes me up better than any alarm. Of course, the street's still quiet mostly, just a sprinkler somewhere ticking back and forth, and the lights doing that early thing where everything looks a little more gold than it did before. And I haven't planned anything for today, not one single thing. And I haven't planned anything, and that feels like exactly enough. Lemon soda mornings taste like the whole day hasn't started yet. Just me, the porch, the quiet street, and whatever happens next. I don't need a reason to feel this good before 9 a.m. Lemon soda mornings are my favorite kind of nothing. The neighbor's cat strolled by again, same route as always, same unbothered pace. I said good morning out loud to no one, and somehow that felt like the right thing to say to the day. The bubbles in the glass keep popping little by little, slower than before, and I just sit here watching them like that's a perfectly good way to spend a morning. And it is, for sure. And the day's wide open, nothing's been decided yet. And the day is wide open, and I like it better that way. Lemon soda mornings taste like the whole day hasn't started yet. Just me, the porch, the quiet street, and whatever happens next. I don't need a reason to feel this good before 9 a.m. Lemon soda mornings are my favorite kind of nothing. Soda mornings will probably turn into something eventually, but for now it's just this, just the porch, just the light, just me. And maybe that's the best part of any good day, right at the start. Lemon soda mornings are where the good days begin. Oh, where the good days begin. Click the lid right around the third pedal every time, but I've stopped trying to fix it. It's just part of the sound now, part of the rhyme. Maple Street's still mostly empty this early, just me and the long morning shadows on the road. The leaves are doing that thing where the light comes through them green and gold. And I ring the bell for absolutely no reason at all. And I ring the bell just because it's a good sound, that's all. Bicycle bells on Maple Street ring out into the quiet morning air. Nobody's really listening, but it doesn't matter, I don't care. The wind's doing the thing where it lifts your hair just right. Bicycle bells on Maple Street are how I start the day. Take the long way most mornings, past the house with the blue door, past the little bridge. Not because it's faster, it's not actually, but it's better. Even with the extra distance, the bridge creaks the same way. It always has one particular board right in the middle every single time, and I always brace for it, and it always makes me laugh every time like it's new. And the street keeps unfolding, one maple tree at a time, easy. And the street keeps unfolding, and I'm in no hurry to get anywhere. Bicycle bells on Maple Street still ring out, same as every day. Past the blue door, past the bridge, past all the green and gold along the way. The wind's still doing that thing, lifting everything just right. Bicycle bells on Maple Street are how I start every good day. Bicycle bells on Maple Street will ring again tomorrow, same as today. Same chain click, same creaky board, same green and gold light along the way. And maybe that's that's the best part, knowing exactly what's coming and loving it anyway. Bicycle bells on Maple Street are just a good morning on repeat. Curtains are doing that thing again, where the light comes through in stripes across the floor. I step over them on my way to the kettle, like some kind of game I made up years before. The kitchen smells like yesterday's bread a little, and today's coffee just starting to brew. Everything's still a little quiet, just the kettle and the light and the sound of the morning coming through. And the stripes move slowly across the floor as the sun climbs up. And the stripes move slowly, and I just watch them while the kettle does its thing. Sunlight through the kitchen curtains falls in stripes across the floor. Every day, same pattern, same slow crawl, same good, quiet way to start the day. I don't need much else really, just this light, this kettle, this small warm room. Sunlight through the kitchen curtains is my favorite way to wake up. I moved the plant again today, following the light the way it likes. It's gotten so big lately, leaning toward the window, reaching for the brightest spike. I talk to it sometimes, just small things, the way you talk to anything. It's just trying its best, and it doesn't answer, obviously, but the light answers for it somehow, and that's enough, I guess. The kettle starts to whistle right on cue, the way it always does. And the kettle starts to whistle, and the day officially begins. Sunlight through the kitchen curtains is still doing its slow stripe crawl thing. The plant's leaning into it, the kettle's singing, the whole kitchen's glowing. I don't need much else really, just this light, this small warm room to start. Sunlight through the kitchen curtains is my favorite way to begin. Sunlight through the kitchen curtains, we'll do the same slow crawl again tomorrow. Same stripes, same plant, same kettle, same good, quiet morning to borrow. And maybe that's the whole secret to starting the day off right. Sunlight through the kitchen curtains is just a good way to begin. Just enough to leave the sidewalk shiny and new. And now the sun's back out already, like it just stepped out for a second, and now it's coming through. There's a puddle by the mailbox, perfectly round, perfectly still, perfectly there. I folded a piece of paper into something like a boat, just to see if it would float, and it did, I swear. And it just sits there, going nowhere really, just floating. And it just sits there, and somehow that's the best part of my morning so far. Paper boats and puddles are the kind of thing I'd have loved as a kid, and somehow I still do. Maybe that part of me never really left, never hit the sun's drying up the sidewalk slowly the way it does after rain. Paper boats and puddles are a small good way to start the day. I made a few more, actually sent them off one at a time into the same small puddle. Each one drifted a little differently. Some spun in circles, some just sat there in the middle. A bird landed nearby, watched for a second, like it was judging the whole operation very seriously. And then it flew off and I laughed alone on the sidewalk, and that was fine by me. And the puddle's almost dry now, the sun's doing its job same as always. And the puddle's almost dry now, but the boats had their moment, and so did I. Paper boats and puddles don't last long, the sun sees to that. But for a few minutes, it was just me and the boats, and that was that. Small, simple, a little silly, but that's exactly what made it good. Paper boats and puddles are a small good way to start the day. Paper boats and puddles will be gone by the time I'm back this afternoon. But that's alright, that's how it goes. Some good things are only meant to last a little while, not too soon. And maybe next time it rains I'll make a few more, just because. Paper boats and puddles are a small thing worth doing again. Painted yellow has been for years, a little chipped near the handle, but still bright, still cheerful. The bell above it jingles, same two notes every single time, never quite in tune, but wonderful. Inside it smells like cinnamon and coffee, and something baking always, no matter what time of day. The same few regulars nod hello the way they always do in their own quiet way. And I get the same thing most days, not because I have to, just because I like it. And I get the same thing, and somehow that never gets old. The Yellow Door Cafe is where the morning really starts for me. Cinnamon coffee, the same two notes, the same friendly faces, the same little bell. It's not fancy, not really, just warm and familiar, and exactly right. The Yellow Door Cafe is my favorite kind of ordinary. Today they had something new, a little pastry, lemon, something still warm from the oven. I tried it, obviously, and it was good, the kind of good that makes you grin a little. Even the owner asked if I liked it. I said yes and meant it, and she smiled like she already knew. That's the thing about this place, it always seems to know exactly what you need. Somehow it's true. And the bell jingled again, someone else walking in. Same two notes, and the bell jingles again, and the morning just keeps going easy. The Yellow Door Cafe is still my favorite spot after all this time. Cinnamon coffee, something new, the same little bell, the same easy rhyme. It's not fancy, not really, just warm and familiar, and exactly right. The Yellow Door Cafe Yellow Door Cafe will be there tomorrow too. Same as always, same bells, same cinnamon smell, same warm little corner, ordinary days, and I'll go back probably same time, same order, same easy start. The Yellow Door Cafe is just a good place to begin. The jam jar's almost empty, just enough left for one more piece. Maybe two. I scrape the sides a little, get every bit the way you're supposed to do. The toaster takes its time today. Nobody's rushing it, nobody's rushing anything really. The radio's on, something soft, and the whole kitchen smells like strawberries and toast, and that's plenty for me. And Sunday doesn't ask much, just toast and jam and a slow morning. And Sunday doesn't ask much, and I'm happy to give it exactly that. Strawberry jam Sundays taste like the best part of the whole week. The toast a little too brown maybe, but the jam makes up for it, sweet and unique. Nothing's planned, nothing's urgent, just this, just the kitchen, just the radio playing soft. Strawberry jam Sundays are my favorite kind of slow. I got more jam at the market yesterday, homemade from the stand by the corner. The lady remembered me, said it was a good batch this year, sweeter than usual, and she was right. Easily I'll make it last, probably. A jar like that doesn't come around too often after all. And every Sunday I'll have a little and think about the lady at the stand and her good batch, and that's all. And the radio plays on, something soft, something I half know. And the radio plays on, and the morning just keeps being good. Strawberry jam Sundays are still the best part of the whole week. Every time toast jam the radio, the kitchen smelling sweet, the whole slow morning sublime. Nothing's planned, nothing's urgent, just this, just enough, just right. Strawberry jam Sundays are my favorite kind of nothing. Strawberry jam Sundays will come around again next week. The same toast jam, the radio playing, the whole kitchen smelling sweet again, again. And maybe that's the whole point of Sundays and jam and slow mornings like this. Strawberry jam Sundays are just the best kind of simple.
Dear whoever might wanna know, today was good in the small, ordinary way. Nothing happened really, just a walk and some coffee and a fairly perfect day. The sky did that thing where it's blue all the way to the edges, no clouds at all. I sat outside for lunch and nobody rushed me, and I didn't rush at all. And I wanted to write it down somewhere, somehow, before it faded. And I wanted to write it down, even though nothing really happened, not really. A postcard from a good day doesn't need a special place or a big event, just blue skies and a slow lunch and an afternoon that felt well spent. Wish you were here is what I'd write if I sent it to anyone. A postcard from a good day is just a good day written down. I thought about who I'd send it to, if I actually wrote it, actually mailed it somehow, maybe just to myself. Actually reminder for some other day of right now. Because days like this don't always announce themselves, don't always stand out. But looking back, I think this is exactly the kind of day we're thinking about. And I folded a napkin, wrote a few words on it just for fun. And I folded a napkin and put it in my pocket just to keep. A postcard from a good day doesn't need a stamp or an address or a reason, just blue skies and a slow lunch and a napkin in my pocket marking the season. Wish you were here is still what I'd write, even to no one in particular. A postcard from a good day is just a day. Remember. A postcard from a good day might just be a napkin in my pocket. That's fine. Tomorrow might be different, but today was blue skies, slow lunch and mine. And maybe that's worth writing down, even if nobody else ever reads it. A postcard from a good day is just for me. I picked them on the way back from the little patch by the fence, the one nobody planted on purpose. They just grow there every year, wild and a little crooked, but bright, and that works. Put them in an old jam jar, filled it with water, set it right on the windowsill. The light comes through the petals a little in the afternoon, and it looks like something out of a postcard still. And they won't last long, a few days maybe if I'm lucky. And they won't last long, but they're here right now, and that's enough. Daisies on the windowsill are such a small thing, really barely anything at all. But the kitchen looks brighter just because of one little jam jar. White and yellow, simple, catching the afternoon light just right. Daisies on the windowsill are a small good thing, I'm glad I noticed. I'll get more when these fade. Same patch, same wild little corner by the fence. They're always there, it seems, no matter the season. Mostly give or take a few months. And every time I bring some in, the kitchen does that same little brightening thing. Small but noticeable, like the room just took a breath and felt better for it. And the light keeps moving across the jar through the afternoon slow. And the light keeps moving, and the daisies just sit there simple, glowing. Daisies on the windowsill, don't ask for much, don't need much really at all. Just water and a little light, and a windowsill to call their own, however small. White and yellow, simple, catching whatever light comes their way. Daisies on the windowsill are a small good thing every single day. Will fade in a few days, the way small things do. And I'll go back to that same patch and find a few more, wild and a little crooked just like before. It's true, and the kitchen will brighten again, just a little, just enough. Daisies on the windowsill are a small good thing worth keeping. You can almost set a clock by it, right around 5. The breeze just shows up every day.
cools everything down a little right when the afternoon's been at its warmest. In its own way, the curtains start moving again, the same way they do, lifting and falling slow. I always notice it. Whatever I'm doing, I stop for a second and just let it go. And the whole day shifts a little into something easier, something kind. And the whole day shifts a little, right around 5 like clockwork, like a gift. The 5 o'clock breeze comes through every day, right on time, cooling things down, lifting the curtains. Like the day's taking a breath, settling into a different rhyme. I stop whatever I'm doing just for a minute, just to feel it arrive. The 5 o'clock breeze is my favorite part of the afternoon. Today it brought the smell of someone's dinner, cooking somewhere down the block, garlic and something warm, and the sound of kids playing somewhere further off, voices carried on the breeze, no harm. I sat on the steps for a while, just letting it all drift past, the smells, the sounds, the cooling air, and the day felt complete somehow, like it had been building toward exactly this 5 o'clock chair. And the light starts to change to softer golder, the afternoon turn evening. And the light starts to change to right along with the breeze, like they're in on it together. The 5 o'clock breeze still comes through right on time every day, cooling things down, carrying smiles from somewhere down the block, drifting my way. I stop whatever I'm doing just for a minute, just to let it arrive. The 5 o'clock breeze is how the day starts winding down gently. Will come again tomorrow, same as today, cooling things down, lifting the curtains, carrying the afternoon gently away. And I'll stop again, probably just for a minute, just to feel it arrive. The 5 o'clock breeze is a small good thing I look forward to. The blanket's a little lopsided, one corner keeps folding under. No matter how many times I fix it, but it's fine. Really close enough, good enough, and honestly, who's checking? I brought more food than I need, the way I always do, just in case, just to be sure. And I probably won't eat half of it, but it's nice having options lying here in the grass, secure. And the grass is warm from the sun all the way through the blanket. And the grass is warm, and I'm not going anywhere for a while. A picnic blanket afternoon is the best kind of plan that isn't really a plan at all. Just a blanket, some food, and the whole sky to look at. However long, however small, someone's flying a kite nearby. Not very well, but trying, and that's its own kind of nice. Picnic blanket afternoon is exactly what today needed. A dog came over at one point, sniffed around, decided I wasn't interesting enough, and wandered off. I didn't mind, wasn't really expecting company, but it was nice for a second, not gonna scoff. The kite finally got up higher than before, holding steady for a minute, maybe two. And I watched it the way you watch something
stretches out, and I let it completely. A picnic blanket afternoon doesn't need anything more than this really at all. Grass and a lopsided blanket, a kite finally catching the wind. However small, I'll probably fall asleep a little just for a few minutes in the warm afternoon light. A picnic blanket afternoon is exactly the kind of nothing I needed. Eventually the way these things do, but for now it's just this, just the grass, the sky, the kite, and you. Whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope your afternoon's going just as easy. A picnic blanket afternoon is just a good way to spend a Tuesday. A picnic blanket afternoon is just a good way to spend a Tuesday. But the name stuck anyway, and honestly I think that's kind of charming. In the end, I walk it most afternoons, whistling whatever comes to mind. Badly but happily. The houses all have their own colors, blue, yellow, one bright green one that always makes me smile easily. And nobody's whistling back, but that's alright, I don't mind. Nobody's whistling back, I'm just enjoying the sound of it myself. Whistling down Cherry Lane, past the blue house, the yellow one, the green, past the one old cherry tree that gave the street its name. Way back in between the tune, doesn't matter, half the time I don't even know what it is. Whistling down Cherry Lane is just a good way to walk. Today someone whistled back from somewhere, a porch maybe, I couldn't quite tell, just a few notes friendly, like they were in on the joke, and it went pretty well. I laughed, kept walking, past the greenhouse, past the bend, past the old tree, and the whole walk felt a little brighter, for no real reason, just because, just like that, just be. And the lane keeps going, same houses, same tree, same easy walk, and the lane keeps going, and so do I, whistling, not minding at all. Whistling down Cherry Lane is still the best part of my afternoon every time. Past the blue house, the yellow one, the green, past the old tree, whistling, some half remembered rhymes. Someone might whistle back, or they might not, either way is fine. Whistling down Cherry Lane is just a good way to be. Just as good tomorrow, I'd bet. Same houses, same tree, same walk, same easy tune. I'll probably half forget, and maybe someone will whistle back again, or maybe it'll just be me, and that's fine too. Whistling down Cherry Lane is just a good, simple thing. The lavender's doing well this year, bigger than last summer, and the bees seem to agree. There's at least a dozen of them moving from one purple spike to the next, unhurried, busy. I sat out here with my tea, just watching them work, which sounds boring, but it's not somehow. There's something nice about it. Everyone's got somewhere to be, and nobody's rushing right now. And the afternoon hums along quietly the way afternoons like this do. And the afternoon hums along, and I'm in no hurry either today. Honeybee hours are just the lavender and the sun and the slow hum of wings. Nothing much happens, but somehow everything that needs to happen happens. Just small things. The bees move on eventually to wherever bees go when the light starts to change. Honeybee hours are my favorite kind of slow. I read for a while mostly, though I kept losing my place, watching the bees instead, which is fine. The book will still be there tomorrow, and the lavender will still be there too, I'd bet. The cat came and sat with me for a while, then wandered off the way cats do eventually. And the afternoon just kept going, slow and warm and humming, and that was enough completely. And the light starts to lean a little the way it does late afternoon, and the light starts to lean, and the bees start heading home one by one. Honeybee hours are winding down now, the lavender glowing gold. The bees are mostly gone, just one or two stragglers taking their time unfold. Nothing much happened really, but the whole afternoon felt like exactly enough. Honeybee hours are my favorite kind of nothing. Honeybee hours, honeybee hours, honeybee hours, honeybee hours. Honeybee hours will come again tomorrow. The lavender's still blooming, and I'll sit out here again with my tea and my book and the slow afternoon humming. And maybe that's the whole point of gardens and bees and afternoons like this. Honeybee hours are just time well spent. The lights are on before I even get there. 8 o'clock sharp, same as always, same as every day. The smell hits you from the sidewalk, warm bread, something sweet, before you even open the door anyway. The baker's already on his third batch, flour on his apron, same as always, same easy nod, hello. I get the same thing mostly, a roll, still warm enough to fog up the little paper bag, just so. And the morning feels official once I've got that warm bag in my hand. And the morning feels official, like the day can properly start now. The corner bakery at 8 smells like warm bread and something sweet every single day. Same baker, same nut, same roll, same fogged up paper bag, same easy way. It's such a small part of the morning. Somehow it sets the tone for everything after. The corner bakery at 8 is where my good day starts. Today there was a new thing in the case, something with cinnamon, still cooling, just out of the oven. The baker pointed at it, said try it on the house, like it was nothing, like it was even I did, obviously. And it was good, the kind of good that makes you close your eyes for a second. And I told him so, and he just nodded, like he already knew, like it was expected. And the morning smells even better, with cinnamon added to the usual warm bread smell. And the morning smells even better, and I walk out a little happier than I walked in. The corner bakery at 8 is still the best part of the morning, hands down, every time.
something new. Same warm bag, same easy way, and I'll go probably same time, same order, same good start. The corner bakery at 8 is just a good way to begin. From somewhere, a gift maybe, or someone's hair. I'll never really know, just a long piece of yellow ribbon caught on the fence for a second, then lifted, then let go. I watched it for a while, drifting up then down, then sideways, going nowhere in particular. Not stuck, not really going anywhere, just moving the way the wind decided. Easy and irregular, and it didn't seem to mind, not knowing where it was headed, not even a little, and it didn't seem to mind. And for a second, neither did I. A ribbon in the wind doesn't need a destination, doesn't need a plan, just air and movement, or whatever direction the day happens to hand. I followed it for a block, maybe, just to see where it would go, just for fun. A ribbon in the wind is a small reminder to let go a little. It landed in a tree, eventually caught on a branch, fluttering there like it had decided to stay, or maybe it was just tired. Either way, it looked nice up there, swaying. I left it there. Obviously it wasn't mine to take, not really, not anymore. And I kept walking, lighter somehow than I was a block before. And the wind kept blowing the same easy way all afternoon. And the wind kept blowing, and I just walked along with it easy. A ribbon in the wind, tell me something small without trying to just stare. And movement, and trusting that wherever you landed is alright too. I think about it sometimes, that little flash of yellow drifting free. A ribbon in the wind is a small reminder, things work out mostly. A ribbon in the wind is probably still up in that tree, or maybe it's moved on. Either way, it's doing fine, the way most things do eventually, before too long. And I think about that sometimes, when things feel a little uncertain, a little unplanned. A ribbon in the wind, just a small good thing to remember. Strung up lights last summer, and nobody's taking them down. And honestly, why would you? They still work mostly, a few bulbs out, but it just adds to the view. We bring up a cooler full of sodas, nothing fancy, just the usual kinds, orange and grape and cream. And we sit up here for hours talking about nothing, watching the city do its evening thing. And the city looks different from up here, softer somehow, all lit up. And the city looks different, and so does everything else a little. Soda Pop Rooftop is where the evenings go this time of year. String lights, orange soda, easy talk, nothing heavy, nothing to fear. The city hums below us, doing its thing while we do ours up here. Soda Pop Rooftop is my favorite kind of evening. Someone always brings
doesn't matter, it always sounds good up here. And we end up talking over it anyway, which is fine, that's kind of the point, I think, my dear. The lights flicker a little the way they always do. That one string near the chimney and nobody fixes it, because honestly, it's part of the charm completely. And the night settles in slowly, lights coming on across the whole city one by one. And the night settles in slowly, and we're not going anywhere, not yet. So the Pop Rooftop is still the best seat in the whole city tonight. String lights, orange soda, the whole skyline doing its slow glow thing just right. Easy talk, easy laughing, nothing heavy, nothing planned, nothing to prove. So the Pop Rooftop is my favorite kind of night. So the Pop Rooftop will be here again next week. Probably same crew, string light sodas, easy talk, the whole city glowing. Same as always, still true, and maybe that's the best thing about summer evenings like this up here. So the Pop Rooftop is just the best part of the week. You always know the good bakery, the one 2 blocks further than anyone else would bother to walk. And you're always right about it, worth the extra distance every single time, no need to talk. Today you brought back something, a little paper bag, still warm, you didn't even say what. Just set it on the table like it was nothing, like that's just what mornings are for, like that. And the kitchen smells better the second you walk in every time. And the kitchen smells better, and so does the whole morning somehow. A little bit of sunshine, a little bit of you coming through the door with something warm the way you always do. It's not a big thing really, just a paper bag, just an ordinary morning. A little bit of sunshine, a little bit of you is plenty. We split it on the porch steps, didn't even talk much, just sat there in the morning sun, watching the street wake up slowly. A neighbor walking their dog, someone starting their car one by one. You said something about the weather, nothing important, just noticing it the way you do. And I noticed I was smiling for no real reason, just because of the morning and you. And the sun keeps climbing a little higher, a little warmer, slow. And the sun keeps climbing, neither of us moves to go inside yet. A little bit of sunshine, a little bit of you, sitting on the steps with something warm, nothing left to do. It's not a big thing really, just a Tuesday morning, just the two of us. A little bit of sunshine, a little bit of you is plenty. A little bit of sunshine, a little bit of you is most of what a good morning really needs to be true. The bakery, the porch steps, the sun climbing slow over the rooftops. A little bit of sunshine, a little bit of you is enough.
pitcher's sweating already. Little drops running down the side onto the wooden railing. I made it too sweet, probably the way I always do, but nobody's ever complaining. The porch swing creaks the same way it has for years, that same slow rhythm, back and forth, back and forth. A car goes by slow, someone waves, I wave back. That's about it, that's the whole exchange, of course. And the afternoon just sits here with me, not going anywhere, not in a hurry. And the afternoon just sits here, and the lemonade gets a little warmer slowly. Front porch lemonade tastes like every slow afternoon I've ever had, all at once, too sweet, a little warm, but that's exactly right. That's exactly what it should be. Nothing's happening really, just the swing, the street, the pitcher sweating in the heat. Front porch lemonade is my favorite kind of slow. A few more cars went by since, and one neighbor stopped to talk for a minute about nothing much, the weather mostly, and her garden. And then she went on her way, and the porch got quiet again. As such, I poured myself another glass, even though the first one wasn't finished, just because I could. The ice has mostly melted, but it still tastes like summer, and that's good, that's really good. To slant a little, the afternoon leaning toward evening slow, and the light starts to slant, and I'm still right here, not moving. Front porch lemonade is still doing its thing, sweet and warm and slow. The swing keeps creaking, the street keeps doing whatever streets do, easy and unhurried, you know. Nothing's happening really, but somehow this whole afternoon felt like something. Front porch lemonade is my favorite kind of nothing. Front porch lemonade will be here again tomorrow, probably too sweet again. Same swing, same street, same slow afternoon lived all over again. And maybe that's the whole point of porches and lemonade and afternoons like this. Front porch lemonade is just the best kind of slow. The latch sticks a little has for years. You have to lift it just right, and then push it, swings open with that same sound. A small creak, then a soft thud against the fence. Every time, no rush, the path's a little overgrown, and something else taking over, the edge is getting bold. But I like it that way, honestly. Makes the walk to the door feel a little more like an adventure, I'm told. And the gate swings shut behind me on its own, the way it always has, slow. And the gate swings shut behind me, and I'm home just like that. Simple garden gate swings open, the same way it has for years. That same creak, that same thud, past the mint, past the overgrown edge, it up the path, and I'm home just like that, just like that. For good, it's such a small thing, really. A gate, a path, a sound I barely notice anymore. The garden gate
just because they were there, just because, just like that. The kitchen will smell like them later. Whatever I end up making, they'll be in it somehow, some way. And that felt like a good thing to look forward to on an otherwise ordinary day. And the gate swings shut behind me with its same small creak, same soft thud. And the gate swings shut behind me, and the evening starts easy. The garden gate swings open, same as always, same creak, same thud, same path, past the mint, past the tomatoes, up to the door, and I'm home, and that's that. It's such a small thing, really, but it's the same small thing every single day. The garden gate swings open, and that's a good way to come home. The garden gate swings open tomorrow too. Same creak, same thud, same way. And I'll come home through it again with something from the garden, probably like today. And maybe that's the whole comfort of a place that's always there, the same, waiting. The garden gate swings open, and that's enough. The radio's on before I even decide to turn it on. Habit, I guess, every Saturday. Same dial, same station, same time. Some song I half know is playing, and I hum along to the parts I do and mumble through the rest, that's fine. I'm still in yesterday's clothes, haven't decided if today needs anything different. Probably not, the coffee's brewing slow, and the whole apartment feels like it's stretching, waking up unhurried on the spot. And nothing's planned again, same as most Saturdays, and that's just how I like it. And nothing's planned again, and the radio keeps playing whatever it wants. Saturday morning radio plays whatever it plays, and I let it every time. Half-known songs, old commercials, some DJ talking about nothing in that easy weekend rhyme. The coffee's ready now, and I pour it and just stand here listening in no rush at all. Saturday morning radio is my favorite kind of background. A song came on I actually know all the way through, and I turned it up just a little, just because I danced around the kitchen a bit badly, obviously. But there's nobody here to judge, so what does it matter just because the coffee's getting cold? But I don't really mind, I'll just make more. There's no shortage of time today. The radio keeps going into the next song and the next, and that's the whole plan. Really, that's okay, and the morning just unfolds however it wants to, song by song, till the morning just unfolds, and I'm happy to follow along. Saturday morning radio is still going, same easy mix, same unhurried flow, half-known songs, a few good ones. A DJ somewhere talking about the weather, low and slow. The coffee's cold again, but that's fine. Mornings like this don't need to be efficient, not at all. Saturday morning radio is my favorite kind of nothing. Saturday morning radio
to that soft blue-gray. The day winding down slow, I'm sitting on the steps again. Same spot as this morning, just watching the street, easy and low. Nothing big happened today, nothing that would make the news or even much of a story, really. But there was the lemon soda and the bicycle bells and the bakery, and that's plenty for me. And I'm trying to remember all of it, the small stuff, before it blurs together. And I'm trying to remember, even though tomorrow there'll be more. Every good thing today was small and ordinary, and exactly enough. The porch, the gate, the radio, the garden, the bees, the light through the curtains, all of that stuff. None of it was much really, but all of it together made a pretty good day. Every good thing today was just a good day. Tomorrow there'll be new small things, different ones probably, but just as small, just as easy to miss. And I'll try to notice those too, the way I notice these. And that feels like a good way to live like this. The street's gone quiet now, porch lights coming on one by one, down the block slow. And I'll head inside soon, but not yet, not while the evening's still doing its thing this close. And the day's almost over, but it doesn't feel like an ending really, more like a pause. And the day's almost over, and tomorrow's just another one of these waiting. Every good thing today added up to something, even though none of it was much. The lemon soda, the bicycle, the bakery, the garden, the radio, all of it. Every small touch, none of it was much really, but all of it together made a pretty good day. Every good thing today was just a good day. Every good thing today will happen again tomorrow, different but just as small. The porch, the gate, the radio, some new small thing I haven't even thought of yet. That's all, and that's enough really. That's more